Introduction. Students, how long is your scale?
15 centimeters, ma'am.
Good, Priya. What is your weight, Roshan?
Oh, it's 25 kilogram, ma'am.
Okay. How much water your bottle contains, Sneha?
About 1 liter, ma'am.
Students, in our daily life, we often use different units to measure quantities like distance, mass, and capacity. Come on, let us learn about these units in the lesson Measurement. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to know the units used to measure quantities such as distance, mass, and capacity. Tell the standard units of distance, mass, and capacity. Express the quantities into different units. Add, subtract, and multiply the different quantities. Convert rupees into paise and vice versa. Length, breadth, height are the words used to express some distance. The distance between New Delhi and Chandigarh is 250 kilometers. Many students participated in 400 meters race. The length of rectangle ABCD is 5 centimeters. The length of the eraser is 14 millimeters. We find that kilometer, meter, centimeter, millimeter are the units used for measuring distances. Among these, kilometer is the biggest unit used for measuring long distances, while millimeter is the smallest unit used for measuring very small lengths. The standard unit of distance is meters. Friends, let us now learn how to express distances given in one unit in other units. To measure distances smaller than a kilometer, 1 kilometer is divided into 1000 equal parts and each part is regarded as a unit. This is called a meter. We can say that 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meters. In the similar way, 1 meter is divided into 100 equal parts and each part is regarded as a unit, which is centimeter. Thus, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. How will you convert length of a box given in centimeters into millimeter? When 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts, then each of these parts is called a millimeter. This means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. You might have gone along with your mother for buying vegetables. You must have heard your mother asking for 1 kilogram cabbage, 5 kilogram potatoes, 100 grams green chili, etc. to the vegetable seller. Kilograms and grams are the two units used for measuring mass of substances, among which kilogram is the standard unit of mass. If 1 kilogram is divided into 1000 parts, then 1 part is called a gram. This means 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams. How much milk comes in your home daily? 1 liter, 2 liters or more? The capacity of liquids like water, milk, juice, etc. is measured in terms of liters or milliliters. The standard unit of capacity is the liter. The part obtained by dividing 1 liter into 1000 equal parts is called a milliliter. This means that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliters. We have learned the different units used for measuring distance, mass, and capacity. Let us now learn how to add, subtract, and multiply the quantities in different units. One day Ryan went to zoo with his uncle. They covered first 10 kilometers and 598 meters very fast. But they took much time in covering next 8 kilometers and 633 meters. How much distance did they travel in total? The total distance covered by Ryan and his uncle can be calculated by adding both the distances. First, make two columns. In first column, write kilometers, that is km, and in second column, write m, that is meter. Write 10 under kilometers and 598 under meters. Below 10, write 8, and below 598, write 633. Now add it. The sum of 598 meters and 633 meters is 1231 meters, which is equal to 1 kilometer and 231 meters. Thus, 1 kilometer is added to 18 kilometers. In total, they have covered a distance of 19 kilometers and 231 meters. Similarly, we can add the quantities given in different units. Let us look at another example. One truck has a load of 538 kilograms and 177 grams of grain, and another has a load of 219 kilograms and 538 grams of grain. How much extra load is there in the first truck? We can find the extra load in the first truck by subtracting second quantity from the first, following the same way as used in case of addition. Since 538 grams cannot be subtracted from 177 grams, so 1 kilogram is borrowed from 538 kilograms. It is converted into grams and added to 177 grams to get 1177 grams, subtracting 538 grams from 1177 grams, while subtracting 219 kilograms from 537 kilograms, 318 kilograms is obtained. Thus, 318 kilograms and 639 extra grams load is there in the first truck. Raju's family has a consumption of 2 liters and 500 milliliters of milk per day. How much milk is consumed by this family in 14 days? Multiplying 14 with 2 liters and 500 milliliters, we get 28 liters and 7,000 liters. Since 1,000 milliliters equals to 1 liter, therefore 7,000 milliliters equals 7 liters. These 7 liters is added to 28 liters. Thus, in 14 days, Raj's family consumes 35 liters of milk. Rahul purchased 1 toffee for 1 rupee. How will you convert this rupee into paise? 100 paise makes 1 rupee. Thus, 150 paise equals to 150 upon 100 rupees. This makes 1.50 rupees. Thus, when we convert paise to rupees, we divide it by 100. How will you convert 1.75 rupees into paise? Multiplying 1.75 with 100, we get 175 paise. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Kilometer, meter, centimeter, millimeter are the units used for measuring distances. Among these, meter is the standard unit of distance. Kilograms and grams are the 2 units used for measuring mass of substances, among which kilogram is the standard unit of mass. The capacity of liquids like water, milk, juice, etc. is measured in terms of liters or milliliters. Liter is the standard unit of capacity.
In this lesson we do some work on length conversions. Now the base unit for length is the meter. Now we've seen these before, but let's go over them. 1 kilometre equals 1,000 metres. 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. And 1 centimetre equals 10 millimetres. Now the word kilo equals 1,000. That's useful to see. So a kilometre is 1,000 metres. The word milli means 1,000th. So a millimetre is 1,000th of a metre. Let's look at some examples. We're asked to complete the conversions. In the first one, 4 kilometres equals how many metres? Now a couple of things to think about. If we're changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we will multiply. If we're changing from a smaller unit to a bigger one, we will divide. So in this case, we're dealing with kilometres and metres. From our little table there, we know that 1 kilometre equals 1,000 metres. So we're going to be dealing with a factor of 1,000. We've just got to work out whether we times or divide by that 1,000. Now, looking at it, we're changing from kilometres to metres. So that's an example of changing from something big to something smaller. Okay, kilometres is much bigger than metres. So we multiply by that 1,000. And 4 times 1,000 is 4,000. The next one, 7.5 metres equals how many centimetres? Well, we're dealing with metres and centimetres, so looking at that, we know that 1 metre is 100 centimetres, so we're going to be working with a factor of 100. Now we're changing from metres to centimetres, so looking at it, again, something bigger, the metres, to something smaller, the centimetres, so we multiply by that 100. And 7.5 times 100 equals 750. The next one, 19.6 centimetres equals how many millimetres? Well, centimetres and millimetres, what's the connection? Right, there are 10 millimetres for a centimetre, so we're dealing with a factor of 10. We're changing from centimetres to millimetres. So we're going again from big to small, so we multiply by that 10. Now 19.6 times 10 is 196. 0.25 metres equals how many millimetres? Well, trying to change metres to millimetres, we might do this in 2 steps. We know that 1 metre is equal to 100 centimetres, and that 1 centimetre equals 10 millimetres. So, starting from metres, let's try to change it firstly to centimetres. That's the single step we'll do firstly. So we're going to do that by timesing 100. And 0.25 times 100 is 25. So at this stage we've got 25 centimetres. And we're changing now from centimetres to millimetres. Okay, so we're going to use a factor of 10. So what we do then, to change from centimetres to millimetres, we times by 10. And 25 times 10 is 250. Excellent. Well, that concludes the lesson. Good luck with your questions.
The units and their place values that are used in the metric measurement system today. 3 basic units of the metric system are gram for measuring weight, meter for measuring length, and liter for measuring capacity. In our daily life, we often need to use many other units bigger or smaller than these standard units. Let's get to know them through this table. It shows the place values of each unit and hence helps in determining the relation between the units. The standard units of measurement, meter, gram, and liter, are placed in the ones column. As we move to the left, the units in the tens column are 10 times bigger than the standard units. We name these as decameter, decagram, and decaliter, as the prefix deca means 10 times. And the units in the hundreds column are 100 times bigger than the standard units. We name these as hectometer, hectogram, and hectoliter, as the prefix hecto means 100 times. Similarly, the units in the thousands column are 1,000 times bigger than the standard units. We name these as kilometer, kilogram and kiloliter, as the prefix kilo means 1,000 times. Now, let's move to the right of the ones column. The units in the tenths column are 10 times smaller than or 1/10 of the standard units. We name these as decimeter, decigram and deciliter, as the prefix deci means 1/10. And the units in the hundredths column are 100 times smaller than or 1/100th of the standard units. We name these as centimeter, centigram and centiliter, as the prefix centi means 1/100th. Similarly, the units in the thousandths column are 1,000 times smaller than or 1,000th of the standard units. We name these as millimeter, milligram and milliliter, as the prefix milli means 1,000th. Students, remember, we attach certain prefixes to standard units to obtain bigger or smaller units. The units appearing to the left of the standard units are bigger. The units appearing to the right of the standard units are smaller. The value of a unit is 10 times the value of the unit to its right and 1/10 times the value of the unit to its left. For example, 1 gram is equal to 10 decigram. 1 gram is equal to 1/10 decagram. Now, based on the table, let us solve some examples and find the relation between a few units. Let's find the relation between kilometer, hectometer, decameter and meter. We know that the value of a unit is 10 times the value of the unit to its right. Therefore, 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. 1 hectometer is equal to 10 decameters. And 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectometers. So we get 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectometers is equal to 10 into 10 decameters is equal to 10 into 10 into 10 meters. Thus, we get the relation as 1 kilometer is equal to 10 hectometers is equal to 100 decameters is equal to 1,000 meters. Next, let's find the relation between liter, deciliter, centiliter and milliliter. We also know that the value of a unit is 10th times the value of the unit to its left. Therefore, 1 milliliter is equal to 1/10 centiliter, or we can say 1 centiliter is equal to 10 milliliters. Similarly, 1 centiliter is equal to 1/10 deciliter, or we can say 1 deciliter is equal to 10 centiliters. And 1 deciliter is equal to 1/10 liter, or we can say 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliters. So, 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliters is equal to 10 into 10 centiliters is equal to 10 into 10 into 10 milliliters. Thus, we get the relation as 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliters is equal to 100 centiliters is equal to 1000 milliliters. Kids, now try finding